Discover the untold story behind South Africa's rainy season struggles. Join us as we dive deep into the impact of the ANC rule on black communities. From flooded streets to damaged homes, find out why 30 years of the ANC governance have left many still vulnerable in this video. Stay tuned to uncover the truth and explore solutions for a brighter future. In South Africa, the rainy season brings not only relief, but also hardship, particularly for marginalized communities. In this video, we delve into the challenges faced by black communities during the rainy season and examine how 30 years of ANC rule have impacted their resilience. Throughout this exploration, we watched 3 different areas around South Africa deeply affected by seasonal downpours, witnessing firsthand the struggles endured by those on the front lines. And as a bonus, stay tuned until the end for actionable steps and solutions aimed at creating a more equitable future for all. Welcome to Unpacking South Africa's Rainy Season Woes, the impact of ANC rule on black communities. Despite 30 years of the ANC rule in South Africa, the rainy season continues to bring immense suffering, particularly to black communities. But why is this the case? To understand this, we need to delve into the socio-political landscape of post-apartheid South Africa. While the ANC came into power promising to uplift all citizens, the reality on the ground tells a different story. The legacy of apartheid still looms large, with black communities bearing the brunt of historical neglect and marginalization. The lack of investment in infrastructure, coupled with corruption and mismanagement, exacerbates the vulnerability of these communities during the rainy season. In many black townships, inadequate drainage systems and poorly constructed housing exacerbates the impact of heavy rainfall, leading to flooding, displacement, and loss of livelihoods. Take a look at the following communities.
Roof sheeting has been ripped off homes and commercial properties, prompting the closure of the Somerset Mall in Somerset West. 28 incidents of roof damage have been reported since yesterday in areas including Delft, Mitchells Plain and Blue Downs.
It's not raining, it's winter now. So yesterday morning after 3 o'clock, it's coming too much. So they made the house, they're gone.
The wind started at night. It was yesterday night when the wind started. So, and the sharks break down, everything was a mess. So the people need structures to put their heads.
Yesterday around 2:30, the wind started to blow many shacks away and the people struggled to sleep. Some asked the church for places to sleep. We need help, we need material, we must build. Our children need a place to live.
Localized flooding on roadways have been reported. Numerous areas around the metro have been affected by electricity outages after trees were blown onto power lines.
We've got more than 30 power outages across the city. At the moment, the wind is still very strong and our city cannot use the crane trucks to get to the lines, the cables, overhead cables, unless the wind is calm enough and safe enough for them to do so. So we really do ask people for patience, that the city teams will address those power outages as soon as they possibly can.
Aid organisation The Gift of the Givers says it's been inundated with calls for help from across the province.
The main concern is safety is number one. Thereafter, the humanitarian needs in terms of blankets, hot meals, hygiene items which we will be providing. And then, of course, once the weather subsides, they would need some building material to rebuild their homes. But we could see the extent of damages is huge. And with, as you correctly said, the rain is not coming down 100% yet, but there is rain predicted for later on in terms of 100 mils of rain predicted. So it will be intensifying over the next 24 hours.
Assessments of storm damage and mopping up operations are ongoing.
As the heavy rains continue, residents in informal settlements like here in Mshongoville are left anxious.
Very, very scared. Our shelters moved, and then, we feel like we don't have help. We're helpless.
When it's raining, in our house, we experience a lot of things. The beds get wet.
I'm worried too much.
This man woke up in the early hours of the morning to a flooded house. His neighbors quickly came to his rescue, but most of his belongings were damaged.
I'm scared and worried. Everything is destroyed. The water destroyed everything in my house.
Community leaders fear for the safety of small children during floods. They have appealed for short and long-term help.
Most of them they are traumatized, especially when they see a big rain that is moving from up there to this side. Some of them, when they go to school, they are also it's painful for them, and it's not safe for them to cross even this big road. Our people they need blanket, food parcels, and also they need a place like a hall, a community hall, because in this in the whole area was 72, because it was 72 from where I'm standing. There's no community hall.
It has been raining since Saturday, and we have seen the alerts that was issued on Saturday as well as on Sunday. As such, the ground is saturated because of the rain that has been falling, which means the possibility for flooding is increased. We then say to residents, be mindful of areas that are susceptible to flooding, like the Centurion area, the city center where the Apis River passes up to Hammanskraal, as well as parts of Mamelodi that are known to be flooding hotspots.
Meanwhile, communities are urged to immediately report all flooding incidents. Patricia Fasage, SABC News in Attridgeville, Pretoria.
The day after a heavy storm. This is the route these pupils from Bulungula High School take every day to get to class. They try to find a way through. But due to the heavy current, they have to give up.
Abantu abaninzi bayekile esikolele ngenxa yalo mlambo. Nathi singabanye sinqonela uba singafani nabo. Ngoba ngenxa yalo mlambo yambabulala amaphupha wethu singakwazi ukuya esikolweni, singakwazi nokubhala. Siyoyika because ndake namkela sisihlangu emlanjeni. Ngoku asikwazi ukuwela, ngoku siba nexhala.
While I was conducting interviews with the high school pupils, I saw young pupils crossing the river without any supervision. Community members say the municipality is ignoring them.
Sinkonkozile ithuba elide akukho nto icacayo ubankanti uyasophula kulento le sikuyo ngoku. Sake safumana isesesidi apha sokuswelekelwa ngumntana kwelinxeme kule ndawo kanye lesikuyo wayehamba eyoqokelela inkomo zakokwabo.
The municipal spokesperson says the Mbashe local municipality is a rural one, which depends on the municipal.
These scenes we just watched paint a stark picture. While some areas enjoy well-maintained infrastructure and swift disaster response, many black communities are left to fend for themselves. Despite the challenges, there is resilience and solidarity within these communities. Grassroots organizations and volunteers are stepping up to provide assistance and push for systematic change. As South Africa grapples with the ongoing effects of apartheid and governance challenges, it's clear that addressing the plight of black communities during the rainy season require a concerted effort from both the government and civil society. That includes me and you. Let's work together to ensure that no one is left behind when the rains come. By uniting our expertise, resources, and networks, the black middle class and professional can play a crucial role in empowering marginalized communities and building resilience to the impacts of the rainy season in South Africa. Let's Black Unity energize the upcoming election and elect a pro-Black government for change. Brothers and sisters, it's time to unite and take action. As we stand on the brink of another election, we have a powerful opportunity to shape the future of our communities. For too long, our voices have been marginalized, our needs ignored, and our aspirations stifled. But no more. Now is the time to rise up and demand change. The power to transform our circumstances lies within our hands. By coming together as a unified force, we can elect a government that truly represents our interests and is committed to addressing the systematic injustice that plague our communities. We cannot afford to sit on the sidelines anymore and hope for change. We must actively participate in the democratic process, mobilize our networks, and vote for candidates who prioritize Black empowerment and liberations. Every vote counts. Let's ensure that our voices are heard loud and clear on election day. Let's elect leaders who are unapologetic pro-Black and committed to enacting policies that uplift our communities. Together, we can break the cycle of oppression and build a future where every Black person can thrive. But it starts with us, here and now. Join us in the fight for justice, equality, and liberation. Together, we are unstoppable. Let's make history together. Black unity, now and forever. Peace, my Africa.